Before I built my vocal booth, before I bought a $1,000 mic, before I bought most of my audio gear, before I built my first PC, before I've created my first YouTube video, before I potentially helped 17 million people learn or answer their questions about music, there was a dream, a goal. A 13-year-old Justin in middle school, 2006. Feeling like an outcast, I've grown into a depressive state where all I've had for myself was a Nintendo DS and a Windows 98 computer that I built from scrap parts. I remember I cracked my Nintendo DS's top screen by hitting the metal swinging door at school. I was still beating my older brother with the bottom screen on Mario Kart though. Somewhere along that line of being depressed, I've gotten an RCA Lyra MP3 player from possibly my mom. I mainly listened to Asian Kung Fu Generation and other Japanese songs thanks to anime, but when it came to rap music, it was mainly Eminem and songs that were from games. I'm talking about Def Jam, Fight for New York, Midnight Club 3, Dub Edition Remix, NFL Streets 2, and of course, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. San Andreas as well, but yeah. I remember sitting outside the lunch area of my middle school, clicking on the RCA Lyra to skim through the songs on shuffle. For the first time, I listened to a song for its meaning. The first line alone, poof. My life was open to words and meaning within music. Before this, music, games, and anime, I only looked at them for consumption. Soon as Eminem's Rock Bottom song hit me at my lowest, I realized and understood what the term art meant. More importantly, it made me feel understood. My love for music eventually made me want to contribute back to music and create art for myself to spread to make an audience change their thoughts about topics about life. I spent about 3 years online, from dial-up through Ethernet, doing what I had to do to learn everything there was about music. Once I've learned what I needed to learn, I had to make money in order to own the equipment needed to make the best music. My idea was to create beats and sell it online with YouTube. It was not working at all. I suddenly felt like creating a video showing people how to write lyrics to explain the art within it. I could have changed someone's life, just like how it changed mine's. That video did amazingly well, and in my mind I said to myself, why don't I help people learn how to create music so they can spread their message as well? And since I made beats, why not try to have these people buy beats when I teach them how to create music? This way I can make money, and with that money I could put into the gear in order to create the best music. It wasn't working at all. After creating more videos and gaining views without making any sales on beats, YouTube finally invited me to their partner program. This began the chase, where I ultimately focused on teaching music so much that I was going by what my audience wanted rather than what I wanted, which was to create music of my own and grow a base. This method of doing what my viewers wanted to see spiraled me into creating videos where I talk about how to sound like an artist. After seeing people favor these videos more than my other videos, it got to the point where I felt like I was being used. YouTube's algorithm updated in 2017, which was around the time where I decided that I no longer want to do videos for that series. I wanted to stand my ground and be me. This is how I burned my own YouTube channel down. And during the YouTube burn, I came to the realization that the people that I helped only came for me for answers and not for me. Most of the viewers are no longer by my side anymore. And this changed my whole mood about creating videos on that channel. Not to mention, I never was able to make a living from YouTube. Even right now as I speak, the highest amount I made in a month for this year alone was $469.64 from YouTube. Not a joke. I felt lost and unknown to why I was feeling this way. It took me about 4 years before I came to this realization that I was missing these 3 things: business skills, knowing the YouTube algorithm, And the biggest part of it all, knowing what I created in the first place. I came to the realization that my YouTube channel, since the very beginning, was a search-based channel. This means that my audience will only find me when they search for the topic, and once they have their answer, they're gone back to their own world. The type of videos that I created, its purpose does not warrant the type of action that I was searching for. So, how do I turn my tutorial channel back into something that I could create my own music and make a living from it? Answer is, it's impossible. Unless I give up on tutorial videos and going back to being me again. By the way, if you discovered me from a previous video on this channel, now I would like to let you know about my video course series. Yeah, I have the tutorial channel, but all of the videos that I created over there are sprinkled around, and many of them were created years ago when I lacked the best equipment to express everything. On my website, justinomoe.com, you can also own my video course series that will teach you everything about music, organized and exclusive only to the website. Additionally, I'll be updating the videos when it calls for it. My goal is to reach 4,000 sales. Well, originally the price was as high as $300, meaning that my goal was to reach around $1.2 million in sales. But right now at this video's creation time, it's $50. So I guess this goal is price dependent, but either way, I hope that we can reach that goal. I find it interesting how a young Justin Amoe who wanted to create music went in a full circle. I wanted to make money to get the gear I needed to make music. It was only until I got 100% everything that I needed in order to create great music that I realized and came back to my original goal, that being to make music. So, with that being said, let the fun begin.